Okay. Now how to do SWOT analysis? So what is SWOT analysis? In the sense, once if you are getting a project, if your company is getting a project, then your project manager will say to do SWOT analysis. So what you need to do is you need to identify what are the strengths of that project. That is nothing but if you are going to implement this project, what would benefit, what would this application, what kind of benefits this application is going to give, and what are the weaknesses of this application, what are the drawbacks, and what kind of opportunities you are going to get with this application, and what are the threats, that is risk factors. So we need to identify all those and we will prepare a SWOT analysis. Okay. So now if I want to explain this SWOT analysis, I will take an example. Now suppose, assume that you have completed your BA training and you are given interviews for a couple of companies, and assume that you got appointment letter from 2-3 companies. Now you are in a dilemma to select one company from the 2-3 companies. Now what you are going to do is you will try to identify what kind of advantages you have if you select first one, and if what kind of advantages you have if you select second one, and what kind of advantages you have if you select third company. That means you are going to identify the strengths of each and every company. For example, if you take one first company, then you will identify the strengths, like the company is a good company, so it is a very reputed company, and it is a level 5 company. So when you take a financial status about that company, it is having good financial status and they are using latest technology, and this company is a old company. So these are some of the strengths for that company. Then weaknesses. Then you will identify the weakness. How you are going to identify is, even though the company is a good company, the salary package they are paying when compared to other companies is very less. And this company is located far away from your staying address, and they are not providing the cab also. Okay. So even though this company is having good financial resource and using latest technology, till now even one project also did not went to live. These are nothing but weaknesses. So in this way you will try to combine the strength and weakness of particular thing. Okay. Then opportunities. So what kind of opportunities you are going to get? Then you will think about the opportunities in such a way, okay, as this is a old company, if I am going to work for this company for 2 years by accepting all my weaknesses, then I will get good opportunities in another level 5 MNC companies. Why? Because here I have a good scope to learn about the subject. Okay. You will think in this way, like these are the opportunities. And threats. Now you will identify the threats. How you are going to identify the threats is, whatever the artwork you are doing on old technology, not on latest technology. So that could be one of the threat. You are working and you are getting salary, but it is not a point. You are working on old technology. Suppose if you are leaving this company, then it will become very difficult for you to get a job in another company. So that will be one threat. And whatever the system these people are using, so other companies are not at all using this system. That is another threat. So in this way You will try to identify the strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. So if I want to give another example for opportunities and threats, let us say yours is a product based company. Okay, now you have developed a product and you are given an advertisement about your product, and your target is to get 5 leads from this advertisement. Okay, so what you thought in your mind is, if I am going to give this advertisement, I need to get 5 leads. If I am going to get 5 leads, that's enough. Now unfortunately, after giving your advertisement, if you are getting 8 to 9 leads, it is nothing but you are getting an opportunity. Or else, after seeing your product, one client is interested to take your product. Okay, and he has given his number. Now your executive in the company is following up, saying that you have seen my demo of my product, and when you are going to take our product. Then the client says, I am really very much interested to take your product, but right now I am little bit busy. Can you call after 1 month? Then after 1 month, again your executive is going to call to that client. He again says that, no, still I am busy in my work. Can you call after 1 month or 1.5 months? Again after 1.5 months, again your executive keep calling to that client. The client says, Madam, I am really sorry, still I am busy. I can't cope up with my regular schedule. Could you call after 15 days? Now your executive will get fed up. He will give minimum calls as per your company rules. But if he is not turning up, you are going to put it as a backlog or something. You are going to write remarks that a client is not interested, he is not showing any interest. Now you will stop calling him. Now you will forget about that client. But after 6 or 7 months, now this client is making a call himself to you, and he says that at that time you people made a call to me. Now I have become free. I want to take your product. That is nothing but you are getting an opportunity. Already you lose that this client is not going to come to us, but he came. That is nothing but an opportunity. Okay. In the same way, threats. So threats are nothing but, let us assume that you are running a supermarket and you are a monopoly in that particular area. So around 5 kilometers there is no other supermarket and you are only the monopoly in that area. Now you are taking advantage of this. As you are thinking that you are a monopoly, you are keeping the prices whatever you want, and you are not maintaining the quality. But even though the customers will be coming to you because they don't have any other chance, they don't have any other way to go. Now if you are behaving in this way, one of your competitor will be observing you. Okay, so he will think, why I should not keep a supermarket? Okay, then he is going to do research. He will search, okay, this is a potential area. So in this area nearly there are 3000 families. There is only one supermarket for 3000 families. So even if I am going to keep another supermarket as a competitor, I can expect 1000 families. So in this way he will think, and he will try to know about your business, like what is the cost of each product he is selling. Then what he will do is, he will start a supermarket and he will provide lesser cost when compared to you with better quality. That means he is going to take your weak points and put that weak points into his plus points. So that is nothing but a threat. So we can't expect when opportunities and threats comes. That's why they are external factors. So you can't expect when the competitor is going to enter your business. So in order to avoid this, you need to be very alert, and you need to give good service according to the standards. Okay. So this is about SWOT analysis. Again, we are going to see SWOT analysis after completion of all our 13 modules. When I start about real-time project scenarios, at that time on that particular project how to do SWOT analysis, I am going to show you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is gap analysis. Gap analysis is nothing but the difference between as is and to be process.